Dear students, this is N.K. Vivekanathan, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Government College of Engineering, Salem. In this lecture video, we're going to see what is a mind map, what are the various places in which you can use it, and how exactly are you going to get a question in your exam based on this mind map. So here you can see my mind map on what is this particular presentation is about. So the central idea is mind map, and the first thing that we are going to deal today is what is a mind map, obviously. Okay, and then we'll be talking about what are the various uses of mind map, and then how to create a mind map, and also how are you going to get a question in the examination based on this particular section called mind map. So first question is, what is a mind map? Let us get into it. So before getting into it, think most of us are familiar about what is a mind map. And most of the schools, they use this particular technique called mind map for you to understand the subject being taught in a better way. I myself have experienced it. The teachers would ask the students to draw their own mind map based on whatever they have understood from the particular topic being taught. So mind map is not a very tough point for you to understand because you are already familiar about it. There are a few technical and nuances which you may not be familiar. That is what we are going to see today in this. So what is a mind map? So you can define mind map as a diagram that displays information visually. It is a note taking technique, but a creative and an interesting one. So you can also say that it is a non-linear representation of how you connect ideas and concepts. Mind mapping is a creative and logical means of note taking that maps out your ideas in a free form. The subject of the map is always located in the center of the map. So if you remember my first slide, the center point was mind map because that is what I'm going to deal today. So any mind map for that matter, the central idea will be in the center of the map, and from which the others will be branching out. So from there, related ideas and keywords branch out in all direction. Thus, it results in a radiant structure. It's very colorful, creative, visually appealing. When you compare it with your usual class notes, you'll find it to be more interesting. So, what does a mind map do? If you have a mind map, what will happen? That's what. So mind maps, they have a natural organizational structure that radiates from the center. The center being the concept, okay, and it also uses lines, symbols, words, colors, and even images, so that it will be simple and brain friendly for the students. Mind mapping, it converts a long list of information into a colorful, memorable, and highly organized diagram. It will be well organized. It will be helpful for you for your last minute preparation for exams also. They illustrate associations between ideas and topics that radiate from a central theme, topic, or concept. Once again, we're talking about the central idea, which is being portrayed in the middle, and the other sub ideas being branching out from the center idea. So the second section of today's presentation, the uses of a mind map. We might think, why should we go into that trouble of creating a page full of diagrams, individual words, connecting them with different lines? Is it actually worth it? Why should we actually do it? You might be thinking about it. Let us get to the answers. So mind maps, they are very useful for creative thinking and brainstorming. You know what is brainstorming. Before getting into writing something, you'll be having various ideas about it. Pointing at them out is called brainstorming. So mind maps actually helps you in that particular stage. So mind mapping assignments can increase students' achievement and knowledge retention because students are constructing knowledge. So it is you who actually creating the mind map. So it will be there in your memory. It will be there for a longer time. Mind maps, they help students to learn information. It actually forces you, to do what? To organize information, and by allowing them to be creative, you know, by adding color and images to their class notes. And these types of maps, they have been shown to lower extensive cognitive load. It's a technical term. It means that it lowers your burden. Because students are creating a two-dimensional space to tie ideas and concepts together. It will not be abstract for you to understand when you do it yourself. They also allow students to create visual images to make information more meaningful and allow for deep learning to occur. A deep learning occurs when you make use of this mind map. How is mind map effective? There are many ways of taking notes or putting your organizing your ideas. So how can you see mind map to be more effective than the other available methods? So a mind map is a radiant structure which directly corresponds to the way our brain store and retrieve information. It helps with the natural flow of your brain activity. A mind map conveys the hierarchy and relationships between individual ideas and enables you to see the big picture. It helps you to connect individual ideas to a bigger whole picture. A mind map makes use of mental triggers, such as pictures, colors, and connection, to help your brain, to memorize things more easily. It is full of pictures and colors. It helps your brain to retain the information for a longer time. The best part of using mind map doesn't feel like work. Okay, it is like a drawing. Kids, they love it. Even most of us do love coloring and picturing. So it doesn't look like work at all. So these properties, it makes mind map such a great learning tool. And what is more, they can be created and used by absolutely anyone. Doesn't matter. Whoever, anyone can use it, whether it is a postgraduate student or a beginner. Anyone can make use of mind map. For them to structure, manage, and memorize the knowledge which they are trying to acquire. So that is how it is more effective than the other available methods. So now we understand how it is effective. So now the question is where to use a mind map. What are the places? So mind map can be used for a varieties of purpose, you know, like note taking, brainstorming. Now we discussed what is brainstorming, problem solving, studying and memorization, planning, research and consolidating information from multiple sources, presenting your information, gaining insight on complex subjects. If it is very complex, this mind map will help you. Jogging your creativity to be more creative. So, how are you supposed to create a mind map? That yes, it is more effective, it is useful, helpful. We know where to use it. So, how to create a mind map? So, that is the next section. So anyone can create. We discussed earlier that it is not meant for a particular domain or a particular branch. Anyone can use a mind map. So this is how it is done. You can create mind maps using simple pen and paper, or you can use an online mind mapping tool such as Mindmaze. There are many such service available online, that helps you to create mind map online. So first step, write your subject in the center of your paper or the canvas for that matter. Okay, like we discussed, the center idea to be occupying in the center of the paper. So step 2, you have to draw branches that point away from the center. Each branch symbolizes one thought or idea related to the subject. It should branch. Doesn't matter any number of ideas that you can associate with the center one. You can do it that way. And use meaningful keywords to write these ideas onto the branches. So step 3, from each branch, more ideas can branch off. So subpoints you can add. So there is no limit to the number of hierarchical levels in a map. Okay, step 4, use colors, icons and images whenever possible. That will be more appealing, more interesting, will help you also. So these functions are mental triggers like we discussed earlier and can help spark new ideas in you, which is important during brainstorming sessions. So you can come up with new ideas using mind maps. So this is more important section. So this is where you'll be getting your question in your examination. So how to write an essay from a given mind map. Now we understand what is a mind map, how to write a mind map, what are the uses of it. So how are you going to convert a given mind map into an essay? No? Okay, the steps involved in converting a mind map into an essay are, you can, if you follow the following steps, it will be easy for you to write the essay. First, go through the map carefully and identify the theme. You know where to find the theme, which is obviously you can find it in the center. So that will be the major idea of the mind map. So go through it properly. So next stage would be, you should look for the number of subtopics for the central idea. Count it. If it is 4, 5, or 6, how many subtopics do you have? That you'll have to find out. That will be the step 2. Then you'll have to further identify the related concepts of the subtopics as given in the map. If it further branches out, subtopics, if they are further branched out, you go through the ideas that branches from the subtopics. So then you can write an outline of the development of your essay. So where does it start? So what is the second section? So how it gradually develops, that you can write as a rough draft. So a caution, do not use ideas that are not related to the given mind map. No, you should not use ideas that is not directly connected to what you find in the given mind map. That might cost you marks, so you'll have to be careful. Whatever idea that you want to present should be directly connected to the given mind map. So 6, you'll have to give a suitable title. You can guess, you can form a suitable title from the central idea. So the last step, you can write your essay with a good beginning, argumentative middle, and a cohesive end. It should not be separated, individual ideas. It should be in the form of an essay. So you'll have to maintain cohesion and coherence throughout your essay. So let us look at a sample mind map. So and discuss how to write an essay based on it. So the sample mind map. So you can find the central idea, which is water. Yes. So that is the central idea. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 subtopics that branch from the central idea of water. Rain, H2O, uses, ocean, salt water, fresh water, states. So that will be the subpoints. And further, these subtopics are divided as you can look at it in the map. So rain, it waters plants. So H2O, it has 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atom. So uses, you have a list of 6 subtopics, and oceans, it talks about seas, lakes and rivers. So salt water, it is not drinkable. So fresh water, it is drinkable, but not everybody has enough. Okay, states, what are the different stages of water? It's liquid, solid and gas. So these are the topics that you can find. So you can start with the description of what is water. Okay, then you can go on to, you can organize it according to your mental picture. So you can start with rain. So what is rain? What are the uses? So you can, next point would be the technical definition. H2O, number of hydrogen atom and oxygen. So they come together to form water. Okay, it goes on to talk about the uses. Where are what no that you can find in the map itself. Okay, how is the drinking water is used by humans, animals, and plants. Okay, so that is where what are the uses. Now next, the map talks about ocean. Yes. Okay, what are the oceans and subtopics? Seven seas, lakes, and rivers. You can find that given detailed in the map itself. So these concepts you can use to build paragraphs for each subtopics. So saltwater, it says just non-drinkable. You cannot form a separate paragraph using only one that idea. So you can merge it with ocean. Okay, fresh water, how is it different? No, it is drinkable. You should mention that it is not enough for everyone. So then you can go to the states: solid, liquid, and gas. So you can define them. So what are the stages, how you can find it, at what temperature you can have these. So those definitions you can give. And to conclude, you can give your own insights and suggestions on how to save water, and how human beings are supposed to use it. That will be a proper conclusion for this essay. Okay, water resource, natural resource water. So such topics you can guess for it. So that will do for this essay, which you are supposed to write for around 250 words. So students, so best wishes for your examinations. Just remember the key topics that we discussed so far. That will help you to go score good marks in the exams. So all the best. Thank you.